Hello everybody, this is Chromoscope018, and this is going to be my thoughts on My Hero Academia Season 3 Episode 16. I wish I could have gotten this up last night, but I didn't have time to record because my nephew had gone to sleep and I couldn't exactly record with him in here because I could end up getting too loud and wake him up, and I didn't want that. And also the fact I didn't want to have to deal with my Logitech equipment because I try and use the actual software to record like I used to, and so most of the time it will not record the audio. At least that'll notify me that it doesn't record the audio because something's up with it and I have no clue how to fix it or anything. So that's why I would rather stick with using this because it works. Anyway, this episode, I was a bit mistaken at the end that the guy had used his quirk to send everybody flying and separate everybody. That actually happens in this episode. But yeah, everybody is being defensive and using their quirks to defend themselves away from, to keep the balls off of them. And the guy uses his quirk to separate everybody. And we actually get to see one of the guy from before, the really intense guy. He has a wind quirk, and he uses his quirk to draw the balls from, I think over 120 people into a big tornado and then flings them right back at them and gets them all out, which I found. I actually knew it was coming once I saw what his quirk was, because that would be perfect for that situation. And he essentially passed because he only had to get 2 people. He got 10 times that many. No, he got 60 times that many. Anyway, yeah. We actually get to see one of the other students from Shiketsu High School as well, besides that guy. The girl out of the group, who ends up tracking down Midoriya when he's trying to find everybody else, and apparently, he thinks that her quirk is essentially disappearing because she, kind of goes, missing, and then she'll pop up, right behind him. And she actually managed to get one of his targets before he managed to get away from her and run into another group. And we see Uraraka show up as well, and she ends up slipping and falling. And actually think about this until Midoriya mentioned it later, but she didn't use her quirk to catch herself. And Midoriya runs over, catches her, and runs off and hides. And while Midoriya is keeping a lookout, and he's got his back to her, she tries to get one of his targets, and I automatically knew that wasn't Uraraka, because Uraraka would not do that. And he slaps the ball out of her hand, and we actually find out that it's that Shiketsu girl from before, and apparently that's her quirk, which makes me wonder, how did she disappear like she did? Anyway, yeah. Apparently she could copy someone's appearance, but cannot copy their quirk. Which is good, because that power would be OP as all get out if she could copy the quirk. Anyway, but when she transformed back, apparently she was naked and gray? Because that's what it made her look. It made her look from the neck down gray. Her whole body, essentially. But, yeah. Anyway, Sero and Uraraka actually run into him and help him out before they go and hide off again, and they start and he tells them, what happened. And Sero's only concern is that, was she naked when she was transformed to Uraraka? I'm like, that really? Really, Sero? I didn't think you were the perverted type. Because he didn't seem like he liked Benetta when he was being perverted at midnight, so I didn't think he was a pervert, but apparently he is, a little bit. But yeah, Midoriya confirmed that no, she had a costume on. And they have to figure out, what they need to do, because they can't just keep hiding. Because they'll get cornered eventually, and then that'll be bad. And while all this was going on, Todoroki's in the factory area, And he ends up running into another school. I don't remember what the name of the school was. If anybody can let me know, that'd be great. But he ends up running into them. He uses his eyes to not only defend himself, but... Sorry. Anyway. Yeah, he uses his eyes to defend and to freeze the others in place, but one of the guys has a quirk that apparently makes objects bigger that he throws. And he does a ton of like little screws, rods, and stuff, and gets them free. And apparently the items are made of tungsten, so it essentially nerfs Todoroki's fire because tungsten apparently has a high melting point. So yeah, Todoroki's in a bit of a bind here, so I wonder what he's going to do, but we don't get to see that because that's when the episode ends. And for those of you who are... What? Okay. Anyway, I will see you guys next time.